a mostly clean bench and looking at some modifications. Good evening, YouTube. Here with you on a Monday evening. It's 8:14 now. I have just finished up cleaning my bench up. I don't have it totally done, but it's pretty much clean. I have a lot of things that I have to find room for. I'm thinking about building another shelf for things of this sort. Right there. Right here. You know, just things that I'm out of room in my other shelf. So, and these are things I use more often: the alcohol, the contact cement, things like that. That like I say, I pretty much use regularly. And I may try to find some place to make a little shelf here close by. Haven't decided yet where, but anyway, while I was doing the cleaning, I have been thinking about other things as well. One of the things is what you see in front of you here. Now these little devices are, I think you know what they are. They're for cell phones, to hold a cell phone in, and they go together like that, and then they have the springs in, and you put these in, and they can only go so far when you pull them back and forth. What I would like to do is make this closer together. I think, not sure exactly how I can do it though, because these have threaded ends, and those threaded ends make it difficult to cut these down. Now I can do a couple of different things to them to assist me in my quest. I can bend this up this way. I don't want to do it a lot, but I can do it a little bit to give it a little bit more. What I'm trying to do is get this one to where I can hold it sideways, because I think that is the answer for that deal there. I also have been thinking about just making it up and down. If I can do it up and down, it wouldn't be too bad, but I don't think I can. So anyway, that's what I'm working on. I have 3 of these to play with, so I thought, well, you know, I'll go ahead and mangle one of them, and then that'll be closer to what I'm trying to find out here. Just watched Bob's video on his little pocket signal tracer. That looked nice. I think he's getting closer. Now, these are the boxes he was talking about. I remember them from way gone past, and yes, they are not very big at all. Here's the voltage standard that he made for me. So yeah, they're not very big, but I think they are big enough to house the signal tracer in. I have been thinking a lot about that too, being as we're having so much problem finding these boxes with the holes cut and things like that. I'm thinking very seriously about just finding a decent box, and I think these are just a little too small for anybody, you know what I mean. It's you know, it's a little bit difficult to get everything in that one little box like that. But anyway, try to find a box that's decent, and Bob has suggested we just basically give them a pattern to cut holes for the speaker grill, whatever you want to call it, and let them basically do that. And that would be easier on us, I agree, but you know, at the same time, I think at least until we can find a decent box with a speaker cutout, and if that doesn't happen, then I will just keep doing it this way, I guess. You know, we can always have version 2.0, you know, of our design and stuff like that. So I think we're going to go with this latest design. I think it's pretty good. That's the one Bob used on his little pocket signal tracer. And you've seen how good it worked. So I don't know if he used any shielding. I'm going to have to talk to him and see if he did. see if there's any hum in it, things like that. So that's that. Anyway, this is, like I said, this is what I'm doing. I was just trying to, you know, I have no problem cutting this off. I can cut these off, no problem at all. Now, I said that, when I said that, that was just made me think, these have probably got some kind of, well, you know what I mean. They don't go all the way, these things don't go all the way down there. And if they do, they have to hit the end of that there. So I'm sure the hole is bigger on one end than the other. That's what I'm trying to say. And I can prove that to you. Let me show you. There's the hole on that end. You can see how big it is. And there's the hole on that end. So you can see there's quite a reduction in the size. So it would be a little bit difficult to, I'm saying, cut this end off. Now, cutting this end off wouldn't be a problem. But then you'd have to glue it back, and I don't know that glue would even hold that, to tell you the truth. That's pretty much of a stiff, you know, these things bend as it is. I don't know that would work. So I don't know. I may just kind of scrap this, or like I said, at the least maybe just go ahead and put that up. You know, if I bent this way, and I know it's hard to do, but if I bent it this way like that, it would go up, and it also would tilt that up like that and have a tendency to hold whatever it's in there a little bit better against the back, I would think. So that might be a plus, really. So I may look into that and see what I can do with that. If I can't do anything with it, well, you know, I can't do anything with it. But we're going to give it a shot and see, and I'll bring you back and let you know what happens. All right, well, I'm back. Didn't get much done. You can see I got a little bit of a bend to it, not much at all. That one didn't even bend at all. So it's, you know, right now I can just see that's not going to happen for me, I don't believe. So I did use this method here to get what I got. So, you know, I can make both of them about the same. I can do that, which that is there, but they really don't bend that much. So I don't know, you know, what else to do. I don't want to bend these things out of straightness. You know, I don't think that's the way to go. Let's see what I can get. One more little tweak on this. Yeah, a little bit more. Well, that's about it. See, that didn't really bend much at all. Maybe a little bit, not much. But like I say, I'm going to have to come up with a different plan for that, and I'll have to think about it. But anyway, that's a look at what I'm doing here on the bench after I've cleaned up things a little bit. And I'm just going to probably go back to some other stuff I've got to do and take care of other business. I don't know how many of you guys remember this, but this is the first thing Bob sent me as far as something, you know, a circuit of some kind. And I never did get this to work. I should really get it to work. I don't know. I just don't know. Anywho, I just thought I'd mention that. So anywho. All that's about it for me. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and put this back together and try to figure out something else. And that's about it. Alright, well there you can see it is back together now. I don't think I did any good as far as this. See, that's quite a... Oh, I ain't got the rubber in there either. Need the rubber in. You know, if I could build that up a little bit, maybe, with a thicker piece. But still, like I said, that's quite a bit of a difference there. I would have to get something to go in there, I guess. It's the only thing I can think of that would, you know, help hold it in there, maybe. Then again, it's also... see, I'm doing this... I don't know if I'm doing this even right, because it would have to go to here is where it would need to go. So, basically... yeah, that would work. Now, the other way I use the other one, the rubber band works pretty good, but I don't think it's got enough oomph to hold this. In fact, I know it doesn't because I tried. So, anywho, I'm going to have to come up with something. We'll see, I guess, what I can come up with. But that's for another time, I guess. But that's all I'm working with today, just playing around. Killing time. I do that better than anybody else, I do believe. And at least I got the bench cleaned up, and that's a step in the right direction. Put my toys away. You know, if I could just do that, that would help a lot. But I do get done, and first thing I want to do is make a video of it. So, you guys have a great. And oh yeah, don't forget this. This you guys remember this, don't you? The AM transmitter. We have yet to check this out, and now that I have the other one, you know what happened to that? And I'm glad I was thinking about that. The other day I was working on something, and this little area over here, you see that big hole, gaping hole right there? Well, guess where that went? Yeah, you're right. If you guess that hole, you are correct. And I'm going to have to retrieve that. That means getting down on the floor, or either that or getting Kylie to. I've been down there before. It's not easy, but I can do it. So, like I said, I've got to get that done, and before I can play with the transmitter to see if we can get that better off, I guess, is what I'm looking at. But one of these days, we'll get back to it. Kind of anxious to see exactly what I can do with it. I think it would really be nice if. Now, this is, I believe, this is the design that Bob made a circuit board up for, or a design for a circuit board. I think this is what he was doing. So if this works as good as I hope it will, we might even try to play around with him a little bit. So just things we're thinking about. That is going to do us for right now. Like I said, I probably talk too much, but I'm good at talking. I like to talk. You guys have a pleasant evening. Thanks for watching, and we will see you.